Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to Back to School Night. I'm just going to show you a couple things for our core classroom and talk to you about some of our policies. First of all, my name is Mrs. Vowler, and I'll just show you a quick couple things about me. I actually was born in Chicago, Illinois, and I do want to tell you about my twin in case your child has talked about it because she visited us at our Tuesday morning meeting because that was our birthday. I also have a brother who lives in Dublin, Ireland, and I have my husband Kyle, and those are my two children, Thomas and Annie. I love school. I love being a teacher. I'm also very passionate about everything fitness. Also, here's my experience as a teacher. It's actually my 15th, maybe 16th, I can't even keep track anymore, year of teaching. I went to Bucknell University for undergrad. I also got my master's degree at Penn State Harrisburg and got my reading specialist degree. I am part of the digital cohort, so we have been trained in a lot of different types of technology. I am part of the PBIS behavior team, so it's positive behavior intervention and support. And I also just became the science department chair for second grade. I just want to show you your special schedule. I think I sent another email about this, but there's what it looks like. If you haven't joined the specials Google Classroom, please make sure you do that, and I can show you that at the end of this presentation. There are the codes that you will need if you're a Paxtang, and in yellow there, and also if you are a Northside student. Here's our daily schedule. I won't take your time to read over the whole thing, but you will see this in the agenda as well, just how our day looks. But you'll notice a lot of the highlighted times, those are live sessions, so there are a lot of live. Sorry about the interruption. Anyway, you'll notice there are a lot of live sessions, so your child does need to be available to be on Zoom throughout the day. Just like in a regular school day, students are expected to be here. I do take attendance at every live Zoom meeting, so please just let me know if your child cannot attend a meeting for maybe like an appointment, maybe they're sick or that you're having some technology problems. Our classroom management will be Class Dojo. We'll talk about this on Friday. Through Class Dojo, your child will receive points for good behavior, participation, turning in assignments, things like that. And then they'll get to know how many points they have, and they can do some special things with it in our reward room. Our expectations are that the core students are considerate, that they stay safe when they're online, they are responsible, and always engaged and prepared, which is a tough one for these young guys when they're online. When we're on a Zoom meeting, I would like students to be on time. Try to log on a little early just in case something's not working. You can get it maybe figured out before the meeting. Make sure your child has a quiet space to listen to the meeting. Have the computer fully charged. Make sure your microphone works. Make sure your child's dressed appropriately. Pretend like they are going to school in person. Make sure they stay muted and listen to each other when other students are talking. I do want them to participate, so have them be focused, pay attention. They can always raise their hand to answer questions, just like in a classroom. Same thing in the chat, raise your hand. Please practice speaking very clearly with your child and having them be close to the device. Some of our friends sit back from their device and then it's really hard to hear them. And as with any interaction with friends, we always are very respectful. The behavior incentives, as they earn points on Class Dojo, they can spend them in our rewards room, and that is on Google Classroom. There's a whole list of virtual classrooms. One of them's our homeroom, and that will link you to the reward room so they can check out what they can earn. With homework and assignments, I'm going to be very flexible. I know a lot of issues arise with technology, but in order for students to stay on top of their work, it is recommended that they complete the assignments that are on the agenda and make sure they're doing it in between those Zoom sessions. I always kind of after the Zoom session, list out the things they need to do before the next one to make it easy. They will be receiving grades 3 times a year. The grades are going to be available on TAC. I will let you know whether assignment is graded or not. None of the assignments so far have been graded. We're just practicing new technology. But in the future, they will, of course, be graded. The grades are as follows. O for outstanding, if they get a 90 to 100%. 60 to 80% is an S for satisfactory, also very good. But below 60%, that's something that needs improvement. So it's a skill that they might need to work on. With assessments, students are expected to be completing their work on their own. You all signed an academic honesty policy, so you will need to make sure students are, you can help them. Help is okay, but the students should be turning in work that's fully theirs. With online class, it's really important to take breaks. Get lots of physical activity. They're not expected to be in front of the computer all day. When they're done with an assignment, let them go outside, let them play, stand up, move around. There's plenty of breaks worked in our schedule where the student can get up and move. And there is even a brain break room on the Google Classroom that can help you find some videos for stuff for them to do. I do have an Amazon wish list that is also on that virtual classroom page. So if you're able to donate some things to our classroom, most of it's books that I'd like to read to your kids, you can find the Amazon wish list there. So that's it for this presentation. If you are already logged into Google Classroom, you actually can turn this off now. If you need help still getting on Google Classroom or navigating the agenda, I'm going to show you that next. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this presentation, I will be on Zoom from 6 to 7 using the same link your child uses for morning meeting. And that's 6 to 7 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to take a minute to show you. There's me again, huh? Google Classroom. So I'm going to log out so that you can see what that would look like. So when you are logging your child in for the first time, there should be a Google button at the bottom of their Chromebook if that's what they're using. If not, just go to Google and you should see this sign in button. If you're already signed in, you might see your picture. Sign yourself out so that your child can get in. Under sign in, I already put the course student here, but this is what will pop up. You might see some other accounts, but if you're adding your child's account for the first time, you'll see this, and you're going to enter their email. All of their emails start with 31, that username. If you don't know that, please email me. I can help you. This is going to be a pretend student, just so you can see the classroom. But all your child should have an email address that starts with 31, and then it's the first 5 letters of your last name, their first initial, their middle initial, and then @students. This right here, @students.cdschools.org. Then you click next. It'll prompt you again with the Central Dolphin sign-in. This time you're going to enter your student's login without the part. So it's just the 31, the 5 letters, the first initial, the middle initial, and all students' passwords are school. Oh no, that was too long. Oops. All right, let me type in this student's one. Give me 1 minute. Where'd it go? So I'm going to log in as a pretend student. Password's kind of tricky here. And then we'll go to the agenda where your child will find everything they need to be successful in core. Let's do that. All right, so once you're in the account, okay, see, you'll see their first initial right here. Click those waffles right there. See, I call it a waffle, but it's 9 little dots. Find the classroom, click it, And I already loaded your child into the classroom, so you should see me, Mrs. Valor's class. You're just going to click join. Once you're into the classroom, I need you, this is the link for all our Zooms right on the front page, but most of the work is found under classwork and weekly assignments. So click the week and view the assignment. The agenda is not showing up. Let me show you what it looks like from my view. There we go. And here's the whole agenda for the week. All the days are listed, and just follow along with the day. So all the assignments are linked to the agenda. So if your child knows how to get to the agenda, they're going to be set for core. So for example, today, this is what we did. When they had to do the ed puzzle, they clicked here. When they had to watch an online safety video, they clicked here. So these are all just hyperlinks that you just click on, and it will take you right to where they need to go. Okay? So if you have any more questions about this or about Google Classroom, anything, please come see me tonight on Zoom, or if you can't make the Zoom, just email me. And I am happy to answer questions. Tonight is from 6 to 7. Have a good evening.